I was completely shocked. I mean, I knew that there was going to be a long line because we had been reporting about this for a couple of days, but came here just before 5 o'clock this morning and thought, well, let's check it out. Let's see what's going on. And guess what? There were already people waiting in line here. In fact, the first person waiting in this long line was telling me that they were here since 9 o'clock last night in the hopes of getting a passport. And that, let me tell you, does not even guarantee that you will get a passport. So I've talked to so many people in line. People have emergencies. They have loved ones who are sick in a different country. There are people who are trying to go to a wedding or trying to go to a vacation that they had planned for some time, and all of them still trying to wait and get that passport. Here's what some of them had to say.
So all night we slept here. Yeah.
Where are you trying to go?
Cabo.
Just a vacation?
Yeah, it's my friend's 21st birthday, so we're trying to all get there. Last night the security guy told me that they're not taking any more non-appointments, so I'm honestly not sure. It's 50-50 at this point.
You can get through. They just tell you on the they say, okay, yeah, we'll transfer you. What's your emergency? They're very rude too. They're not like some of them are good, but usually they don't even answer you. They say, what's your emergency? And you tell them, and then you're silent, and you get through some line, and there's nobody there.
Sent mine in to be renewed back in April when I was thinking about going on a trip, 6 to 8 weeks, and then now we're at 12 to 18. I still don't have it, and my flight's tomorrow. Wow. So I'm here.
What's your hope, though? You tried to go online, you tried to call. You
tried to make an appointment every day, and I'm going to sit here and I'm going to go to Mexico. So I'm going to make it through.
I'm going to give you a look now from a video that Carlos shot just a few hours ago of the line that just snakes around the federal building here. So what normally would take probably 4 to 6 weeks to get a passport after applying for it, then went to 6 to 8 months, and now the State Department is saying 12 to 18 months. And you heard Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer saying that his office, and I'm sure all offices, are getting now inundated with calls from people needing to get a passport. The State Department saying that they are trying to hire as many people as they can to try and get through that backlog of more than 2 million applications. So the big question, Michaela, what can you do, or what if you have something coming up, what you should do? The first thing I should tell you, and let me tell you, I've just been wading through all of the different stories here and trying to talk to some people off the record as to what people can do. They're trying to do this at a case-by-case basis. First of all, if you have an urgent need, if you have a family emergency, a medical emergency, and you really need to get out of here, they will do their best, and they will probably push you to the front of the line. I've seen them do that. But make sure that you have the documentation, the travel plans, your ticket, and also the documentation that there is that emergency need, and they will push you to the front of the line. Other than that, make sure you have your ticket in hand. You can try to get here really early in the morning, and there is a possibility that they will give you an appointment the day of, but this morning, they were cutting the line at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Wow. I'm so glad to hear that they are trying to have some compassion and some common sense to prioritize people that might be trying to get to a sick or dying loved one. I mean, those family emergencies, anybody that's been there know you just want to get home, and it just seems unbearable that they'd have to wait. Okay, you're hanging out there for a little bit to see how things proceed?
We are, and again, I want to tell you that this is, it's being done at a case-by-case basis. They say you need an appointment. You absolutely need an appointment to get down here. The problem is, if you call, you try to get online, and I tried to do it this morning to see if I can get an appointment.
Couldn't get one.
It's almost impossible. Yeah. It's almost impossible to get one.
Some of these systems are just
if you can push off your travel, push off your travel.
Yeah, and hopefully you have travel insurance. Word to the wise, get that travel insurance. This is the time. You will need it for sure.